Hey there, welcome back. So now we're going to start setting up your phone system. I'm going to click here under settings and phone numbers. So one thing to keep in mind is that we already installed the phone system that we're going to be using for your entire software. So remember that Lead Connector is the phone system that GoHighLevel provides, and this will allow you to purchase phone numbers for your different accounts. Now, the phone number that you purchase for each account will allow you to make phone calls, send out SMS messages, create SMS campaigns as well. So it's super important to have this in place. Remember that we also have automations, messages, and emails that we'll be sending out to your different contacts and clients. So if you don't have a phone number purchased for the account, then you're not going to have SMS capabilities or the option to make calls. So if I click here under add number, this is where you would purchase the number. So we have US, and these are the numbers we have for, I'm seeing, we have different locations here, but you can filter the number if you want to purchase one for a specific location, a specific state, a specific city or town. You can enter the area code here, and GoHighLevel is going to filter the numbers they have for that specific location. Another thing to keep in mind is that you want to purchase a number that you can use for calling and texting. So you can use this number for SMS, voice, MMS, this is for image sending, just in case, and the type of number. So you can either purchase a local number or a toll-free number. This is a very new thing. I see that now you can purchase a number that works as both. So a number that you can use as a local and as a toll-free. So yeah. Here's where you would add the details of the search if you want to filter something more specific. Here under the country, you can also select other countries. We have a lot of options in Central America, Europe, Asia, etc. But keep in mind that every country is going to have a different policy or a different regulation related to purchasing a phone number for marketing purposes, right? So depending on the laws, the government, and the policies that your country is going to have, it might be a little bit difficult, or the requirements for purchasing the number, it's going to be a little bit different. So keep that in mind. For US, and I'm going to talk about US because it's a little bit more general. We have a lot of affiliates from the US, and also there's a lot of people overseas that want to establish their business in the States. So sometimes they look into purchasing a number from US. So in the case of the US, there's a policy called A2P verification. So every time you purchase a number, you're going to have to provide some information about your business so that they can have an idea of what's the purpose behind this number, right? So now I do want to talk a little bit about the differences between purchasing the local number and the toll-free number. Remember that the local number is always going to be tied geographically to a location. So it's going to have an area code, like I was saying, for a city, a country, or a specific town. In the case of the toll-free number, these are more for business, so they're not really tied to a specific location, as you can see here. It's more of like an 800 number. Either way, if you decide to go with a local or with a toll-free, you still need to verify the number and provide some information regarding your business and how the people you'll be reaching out to approve or are accepting your terms and conditions. So don't worry, it might sound a little bit complex, but below in the description of the video, we're going to allow you to have a document with detailed information into what is the verification, how to do it, and what information you need to provide. So here is where you purchase the number. I'm going to just do a quick example and see if I can purchase, for example, this local one. Proceed to buy. Now, once you click on proceed to buy, it's going to ask you to verify your identity, etc. And after you purchase the number, you will see it come up here on this section. Now, if you go to regulatory bundle address, this is specifically for people that don't have their country available. So if you go to manage numbers, you click on add number and you're looking for your country and you don't see it here, then this is because the regulation of your country are a little bit more strict. So you need to create something that's called a regulatory bundle. And here is where you can provide more specific information or see what's the process for purchasing a number outside of the US, or in this specific case, a number for a country that's not on the list. So don't worry if you don't see your number on the list, you can select this bundle here, either address bundle or regulatory bundle, and submit the required document so that you can purchase that. Now, if we click here on the Trust Center, this is everything to do with the phone number verification. So as soon as you purchase the number, like I was saying, a verification request will come up. So you're going to have to provide some information, and again, don't worry, we'll provide everything you need to pass this verification. And this is the details into how the submission is going. So if the campaign is approved, if the brand is approved, and if everything is set for you to send out SMS. So you can see here, this is a new policy they have. So starting August 31st, 2023, all SMS messages sent to US phone numbers will fail if not registered with an application to person or A2P campaign. So this is what I'm saying. This verification is only for US phone numbers. So if you want to purchase a number for a different country and if it's on the list, you just need to purchase it and you're ready to go. But super important to keep this in mind and not to worry you, but we'll be helping you with this process as much as possible. All right, so here under messaging is where you'll be able to see all your analytics regarding SMS campaigns and bulk SMS messages. So if you're planning on setting up these campaigns through GoHighLevel, this is where you'll be able to track the messages, the ones delivered, the ones that failed, the ones opened, the ones received. So this is, super good for you to keep track on that. And here under advanced settings is where I can see more detailed configurations into the phone system. So we can see here that lead connector is the phone system we already have in place. If you plan on integrating SMS intelligence, this is where you would do it. Now, voice calls. This is also something you can set up if you want more details into the inbound calls, the outbound calls, if you want the calls to be recorded, and if you want to set up a phone number in a specific way, this is where you'll be able to do that. Here under voice, mail, and missed call text back. So this is where you'll be able to track inbound call, outbound call, and set up configurations for each. Same full call recording. So if you want the calls to be recorded or automatically deleted, this is where you can set that up. Now, if we move on to voicemail and missed call text back, this is where you'll be able to upload a file for your voicemail. So in the case you want to have a voicemail play, if you're not available for answering to this GoHighLevel phone number, then you can set it up here so that a voicemail comes up. Another thing you can do is enable missed call text back. So if someone calls your phone and you're not able to answer, then they're going to receive this automatic SMS to their phone. You can customize this message, but the template is just saying, hey, this is, Beatrice. I saw that we just missed your call. How can I help? So I can either put in, this is Beatrice, or I can go with, this is marketing 123. Right? So you can enable the missed call text back settings here as well. Now, this is everything to do with SMS compliance. Remember that there's certain things that need to be in place so that you can be compliant and apply to the policy of SMS. And, this is a very detailed thing. You need to make sure that you pass the verification. And as soon as that number is verified, you need to make sure that your SMS are compliant. So you'll see all the details to that in the document here on the description of this video. Now, messaging limit, here you can configure and view messages, sending limit and usage for the sub accounts. So remember that there's additional charges to the phone integration. So every SMS, every call you make is going to have a cost and a charge. So I'm also going to link up an article, GoHighLevel article, with details into the pricing for the entire phone system, and also that can give you an idea of an average of how much you can spend on a monthly basis regarding phone. But I'll say from $20 to $30 can help you a lot, and that's going to allow you to contact a lot of people. But again, it really depends on the volume of your list and, you know, how many people you're targeting every day. Now, restriction history, this is also something you can manage regarding, you know, certain words or restrictions and things you don't want to have out there. You can also integrate scripts so that every time you're making calls, your script can come up and it'll be easier for you to follow. So this is everything to do with the phone system. Remember that here's where you purchase the number, and remember that you also need to verify it in the case of the US. And if you're not in the US, then just select your country, select the number, and proceed to buy.